How's it going? Just want to share another little video with y'all. This is a very controversial scripture. I would just like to share what God has been revealing to me about it, and maybe if you kind of can go and look through and read the scripture yourselves, and see what maybe you get out of the scripture. I just thought it was very interesting, so I wanted to share it. So the scripture is First Corinthians 14, starting in verse 34. So it says, women should remain silent in the churches. They are not allowed to speak, but must be in submission, as the law says. If they want to inquire about something, they should ask their own husbands at home. For it is disgraceful for a woman to speak in the church. And that's the NIV version. And so, one of the things that God has really shown me about this scripture really stood out to me. He's saying, obviously, we see another scripture where women play a part. I don't think he's talking about women should just be completely silent in the church. What I think he's referring to is how maybe, obviously, he says if they want to inquire about something. So obviously they had questions about the scriptures, or maybe questions about the meanings, or what that was referring to, because obviously in the time period they didn't know. They weren't allowed to go to temple before Jesus came. They weren't allowed to be in the churches like this before. And so I just think it's really interesting. To me, I really feel like Paul is maybe more than saying women need to be completely silent. He's putting it on the husbands. He says, if they want to inquire about something, they should ask their own husbands at home, for it is disgraceful for a woman to speak in the church. So who would it be disgraceful to? I'm thinking it would be disgraceful to the husband. Like, he's not leading and guiding his wife in the proper way if she has all these questions at the church. If she doesn't understand some things at the church, then that would imply to me that it would be disgraceful for him, that he's not doing his job as a spiritual leader. He's not guiding and shepherding his wife. Paul's putting it on him. He's saying if they want to know, then they should ask their own husbands at home. And so this is just, maybe we focus on women should stay silent in the churches, and in all reality, Paul's calling out husbands here. Paul's telling husbands that they should be leading and guiding. And if you're doing this correctly, then your wife wouldn't have all these questions at the church. She wouldn't be out of the loop at the church. She wouldn't, and so he says it is disgraceful for a woman to speak in the church. I don't see how it would be. Obviously, it's not disgraceful for just any old time it's not disgraceful for a woman to talk at church. That's not disgraceful to her, because we see in other places where women have churches, house churches, churches meet in their homes, and they lead other women, and then he instructs other women. He instructs the elder women in Timothy to lead the younger women, the older widows to lead the younger widows. And so it's just really what I think. I don't know, God revealed to me that maybe he's calling out husbands more than he is women, more than he is saying that women need to just be completely quiet in the church. And so that's something that God showed to me. If you agree, I would like to know, or maybe if God showed you something else in this scripture as you read it, I would also like to know. God bless. Thank you.